everybody. Welcome to game number 4 between Venezuela and Desert City at Connie Mack League. The wild card round. Venezuela up 2-1 in the series in the World Baseball Association 2024 playoffs. On hand, you got Carrasco this year went 10-10 with a 4.70 ERA. To face Gary Gentry went 13-13 with a 3.72 ERA. Lineups are pretty much the same as the last time. Altuve, Vizquel, then Ronald Acuna, followed by Carlos Gonzalez, who's hit 2 home runs in his last 2 games. Andres Galarraga, Miguel Cabrera, Eugenio Suarez, and Salvador Perez catching. For Desert City, Tommy Pham leading off. Then Alex Bregman, Bryce Harper batting third, Ralph Kiner batting fourth, Cody Bellinger batting fifth. J.J. Hardy batting sixth. Ron Hass, who hit a big 2-run home run to make the game interesting. Even though they lost 6-5 in the seventh. Ian Kinsler batting eighth, and of course Gentry batting ninth. 52,209 on hand. The wind blowing to right to left at 10 miles an hour. We're going to get this game underway. Desert City looking to stay alive and force a game 5. Playing at home. And unfortunately, weren't able to pick up that win, but hoping to get a win here and force it back to Caracas. So here we go. Altuve, 3 for 13 in this series. Ideal playoff conditions today. Weather should not really be a factor. Here comes Altuve with an 0-2. Struck him out. Nice curveball. For the first out. The scale is 4 for 12 this series. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball second. Kinsler will fire over to first for the second out. So 2 routine plays here. Acuna's 5 for 12 with a home run and 2 RBIs or a 2-run bomb in this series, 3-1. They're going to walk him. And this will bring in Carlos Gonzalez, who has had 2 home runs and 6 RBIs in this series. Has been the most productive player in Venezuela, bar none. The 1-1. The throw to second will not be in time. Actually, as a matter of fact, there's no throw, as Acuna steals second base. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right to the pitcher. Gentry will fire to first. That'll end the inning. And despite the walk and steal to Acuna, he's left stranded. Pham with a solo shot his last game. 3 for 13 this series is the 3-2. Carrasco, a hard thrower. Lines it up the middle. There's a base hit. Pham to lead off the inning. Throws hard, but gets caught with his pitch is not moving and he gets rocked. Bregman is 2 for 10 with a home run, 2 RBIs, a 3-1. There's a drive to left. Playable by Cabrera, and there's a second out. Bryce Harper with a 1-2. And a wild pitch. That'll move him over to second. So runner at second now with a 2-2 pitch. Make it 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nice fastball. Actually, nice slider, as a matter of fact. Blowing in. Kiner, the 1-1. Drives it high. It is deep. It is going. No doubt about it. It is gone. Ralph Kiner admires it. Boy, that was a big drive. His first home run of the postseason, and Desert City with a 2-0 lead. Took a fastball, was high, and he just tagged it. And he ripped it. There's a 1-2 to Cody Bellinger. Here's another drive. Back-to-back home runs, without a doubt. 422 feet. And Cody Bellinger was his second homer in as many days. And a 3-0 lead here. And Carrasco in deep trouble again. Hardy drives it up the middle, but it's going to be caught in left center by Cabrera. They score 3 runs. And have quickly taken a 3-0 lead. Galarraga to come on in. The 0-1, and Gentry now working with a lead. The key thing here is to not give up any runs here in a following inning and a ground ball 6-3 play. One down. The last thing you want to see is a pitcher who whose team has scored 3 runs to give up a few right after. Miguel Cabrera has been on 5 for 11, a home run, 4 RBIs. He has been hitting the ball really well. There's a drive to left center. This is going to be extra bases. That's going to be a ground. No, it's not a ground rule double. He's on his way to third. He will be in there with it. He's going to go for home. He's going to score. And an inside the park home run. Makes it 3-1. His second home run of the postseason. And that's what we're talking about, just keeping the other team off the score sheet on inside the park homer. There's a drive the other way. This will be caught by Harper for the second out. Salvador Perez, the 1-2. Ground ball to short. J.G. Hardy with a strong throw to first out of line. Anybody score 1. And let's see if Desert can respond here. Hassey, Kinsler, then the pitcher Gentry. See if Carrasco sort of rebound here. It's a 3-2. And he struck him out. Nice pitch there. Good changeup for the first out. Kinsler with a 3-2. Here's our drive. He blasts it for extra bases. On his way to second. And there with a double. And if you take a look at Cabrera's blast, this is probably the first inside the park homer in WBA playoff history. Well, I know a double. Gentry with a chance to bunt run over to third. His drives are to center, but this will be playable here. And Kinsler doesn't move. Tommy Pham was singled his last time up. 1-2 pitch to him. Drives it to center, but this will be playable for Gonzalez to end the inning. After 2, Desert City's up 3-1. All the runs so far have been scored on 3 home runs. Here's Carrasco. Ground ball to second. They got him. Nice pitch by Gentry here. Altuve, 0 for 1 today, is a 3-2. And he walks him. Vizquel. Throw to second. No, there is no throw. And a steal for Altuve. Vizquel, the 1-1. Round ball, hard hit right there. Nice play by J.J. Hardy. Throw to first. They got him. Tough play there, but they got him. Runner at third now. Acuna walked his last time up and stole second. Here's a 2-2. Drives it the other way. That's going to score and run. It's going to make it 3-2. Wow. And Venezuela not quitting here. Right at second for Gonzalez. There's the 1-1. Ground ball is second. Kinsler will fire to first. That'll end the inning, but they score another run. They've cut the lead to one. And Desert City is going to have to respond here. Bregman, the 1-2. Weak pop up. Right to the shortstop for Scale for the out. This is the one thing they were fearing. A three-run lead in the first. I were hoping for Gentry to sort of shut the opposition down. He hasn't done that. Now it's up to Desert City to sort of respond. Here's a 0-1 to Harper. There's a drive the other way. This is going to be extra bases off the top of the wall. He's going to go to second. He's rounding second. He's going to third, and he'll be in there with a triple. Opposite field triple for Bryce Harper. Ralph Kiner, the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three on a changeup away. Cody Bellinger, home run his last time up. Here's the 1-1. Lines that there's a base hit over the head of Altuve, and they score another run. And so Bellinger is dialed in today, a 4-2 lead, and we're not even done the third. J.J. Hardy, the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Big time slider to end the inning, but they score a run, and a 4-2 lead for DC after three. Top of the fourth, Galarraga, Cabrera, and Suarez. Gentry has to sort of settle down here. There's a 2-2. Drives at the center, but Pham is under this, and he's got it. Balls are being hit hard, though. Here's a 3-0 to Cabrera, and he's going to walk him. Suarez, a dangerous hitter here. Give him a mistake, he's going to drill it out of the park. Line drive and a base hit up the middle for Suarez, his fifth hit of the series. First and second, one down for Salvador Perez, who struggled at the plate. There's 2 for 12 in this series. Here's a drive to center. And it'll drop in for a base hit. The bases are now loaded. And Carrasco, the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Fires the horse for one on the second, not in time. Bases are still loaded, but it's 2 down. Altuve, the 1-0. Ground ball to third. He'll fire to first. That'll end the inning. And despite the bases loaded with one down, they come out of it unscathed. 42 Desert City as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Ron Hassey, Ian Kinsler, Gary Gentry to come on in. Ground ball second, hard hit ball. Right at Altuve, who throws it to first for the out. Kinsler has singled his last time up. Here's a 1-1. Lines it into another base hit for Kinsler, second of the game. And Gentry now with a chance to bunt the runner over. And he gets hit. And got hurt right in the leg. It stays in the game. First and second with one down. Tommy Pham is 1 for 2 today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Drives it the other way, but right at Acuna. Makes a great catch here in right and keeps the runners at bay. 2 down for Alex Bregman is 0 for 2. The 3-2 pitch. Drives it for extra bases. That'll be scoring 1 run and possibly 2. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, a 2-run double. To make it 6-2. And that'll be it. That'll be it for Carrasco's as Yusmeiro Pettit will come in. Here comes Bryce Harper. A 1-2. Ground ball to second, fires to first, inning over, but the damage is done. As Carrasco gets ripped. Take a look at a box score here for Carrasco. Went 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. Well, it'll be up to Venezuela here to sort of get their offense going, and hopefully their middle relief, will be able to hold them in. Here's the 1-0 to Vizquel. Drives it, lofts it the other way, but this will be caught for at number 1. Acuna singled, actually walked, stole a base, then doubled in a run. A drive up the middle is a base hit. So he's hitting the ball with authority. Carlos Gonzalez is 0 for 2 today. Here's a 2-2. Swung on and miss. Nice change in the dirt for the second out. Good pitch. And a good call by Hasse. Galarraga, 1-2. Swung on and miss. The catcher drops the ball, throws it to first. It'll be a strikeout 2-3 to any inning. And they finally get a 1-2-3 inning. So Gentry sort of settled down here. Here comes Kiner, then Bellinger, and Hardy. Kiner homered. Sort of put the team on the board. As a ground ball here by Vizquel. Nice play and a throw to first. It got him. Bellinger, the 1-2. Drives it to center. Another base hit. His third hit of the ball game. He's going to go to second. An aggressive play, and he makes it. Good hustling play there by Bellinger. Now you got Hardy with a man at second and 1 out. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Nice pitch by Pettit to get him. Ron Hasse's 0 for 2 today. His lone hit of this series was all the 2-run homer last game. It was a 2-2. Struck him out. Inside corner on a great fastball. That ends the inning. To the top of the 6th they go, with Desert City comfortably in front 6-2. Cabrera, Suarez, and Perez. Pettit possibly to be removed if he's coming in a hit. There's a 1-0. Drives in a base hit for Carrasco, second hit of the game. Eugenio Suarez, who singled his last time, it was a 1-2. And a wild pitch here to move Cabrera to second. 3-2 to Suarez. And he walks him first and second now. 94 pitches thrown through 5+ innings. Salvador Perez and Pettit coming on in. It's Perez lines it up the middle. There's a base hit. Bases loaded, nobody out. And in comes Maglia Ordonez. And so Maglia Ordonez can make his 3rd appearance of the series. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the 3-2. Struck him out on a 3-2 pitch. Fastball high and away. A big out, 1 down. Altuve, 0 for 2 today. Well, 3-2. Ground ball to short, throw second for one. On to first, not in time, but they get the key out at home. Nobody scores on his bases loaded with two down. For Omar Vizquel's gone 0 for 3. And a wild pitch and a run will score, of all things. To make it 6-3. And if Vizquel gets a chance to hit a single, I might score in two, and it back becomes a one-run ball game. There's a 2-1. Ground ball to short. J.J. Hardy. Nice throw to first. That'll end the inning, but they score a run. And on to the bottom of the sixth. In comes Hector Rondon, who makes his first postseason appearance. Take a look at Pettit's stat line, and he did his job for the most part. Inning in a third, one hit, no earned runs, no walks, and two strikeouts. So he got the job done. It's up to Rondon to do the same. So far, no changes per se here in terms of anything on defense. You got Kinsler, then the pitcher, then Pham. Maybe Jenner might be removed from the game here. Possible with the amount of pitches he's thrown so far. Here's Kinsler, and he walked him. And that'll be it for Gentry, who have pitched 6 innings. And in comes Chris Bryant, who makes his fourth appearance of the postseason. Here's the pitch. Throw to second, not in time, and a steal for Kinsler. 0-1 now. Here's the 0-2. Lines it the other way. Nice catch there by Acuna. And Bryant is gone. Tommy Pham, the 1-2. Struck him out. Beautiful pitch. Rondon is finally dealing like he's supposed to. Pitch to Bregman, the 3-1. We pop up to second base. Nice place by Altuve, and the side retired. Man, runner left on second. As we go to the top of the seventh, we'll take a look at Gentry's stat line as Kenny Giles comes in this ball game. So Gentry, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a home run surrendered. He stands to win the game. Kenny Giles to come on in the bullpen. Acuna, Gonzalez, and Galarraga. Here's the 1-2. So pretty good strikeout, hard thrower, and really good fork balls. A ground ball to second. Nice play by Kinsler to Bellinger for the first out. Carlos Gonzalez, the 3-2. Swung on a miss, got him. Fastball low and in. Galarraga drives it the other way, but what a catch by Bryce Harper to end the inning. Bottom of the seventh we go. Harper kinder than Bellinger. Ranger Suarez. 3-2. Line drive and a base hit by Harper. Here's Ralph Kiner. 1-2. Struck him out. Good change up in the inside corner. Cody Bellinger, the 2-2. Ground ball to second. And that'll be a force play. Still runner on at first, but with 2 down. And J.J. Hart has really been struggling. Here's a 1-0. Ground ball to short. Throw to first. Ends the inning. Side retired. After 7 complete, Desert City has a 6-3 lead. Giles to pitch a second inning of work here. Take a look at the stat line so far for Hector Rondon. One inning. No hits, no runs, nothing earned. Just on 1 strikeout. Ranger Suarez gave up a hit and a strikeout. Giles pitching a second inning of work here. A 1-2 to Cabrera. Struck him out. Nice splitter for the first out. Up the pinch hit here is Bobby Abreu, who singled his first time, walked in his second appearance. Here's a 3-2. Here's a drive to right center, but this will be caught by Harper for the second out. Ball's given a big ride there. There's Salvador Perez. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Fastball up and outside in the zone, 101 miles an hour, and nothing doing. Sorry, pitches 1 inning, gave up a hit. No runs, no earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. As Francisco Rodriguez because the second the fourth reliever here, Eduardo Escobar to play third base to replace Eugenio Suarez. Hassey, Kinsler, and then Giles, and most likely Giles will be removed. I thought I'm going to pitch 2 brilliant innings here. Kenny Giles decides to go and pitch 2 innings. No hits, no runs, no walks, and strikes out 3. Now we're looking to see who's going to be the pinch hitter here. So here comes Hassey. 0 for 3 today. Here's a 1-1. 7-1, 4.94 ERA for K-Rod. Here's a drive to right center. This is playable for Acuna for the out. Kinsler. Struck him out. Nice pitch there by K-Rod. And Vern Stevens. His third appearance went 0 for 2 in his first time up and a walk in his pinch hitting role. And he walks him. Another walk here. Here comes Tommy Pham. The 2-2 struck him out. And that'll end the inning. And here comes Dwayne Ward. Coming in out of the bullpen, Escobar, then Altuve, then Vizquel. So the first actually at bat for Eduardo Escobar, a 1-0, 8.3, 3.36 ERA, 34 saves this year. Ground ball the first, unassisted put out, and there's out number one. Here comes Altuve. It was 0 for 3. There's a 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to short. Hardy, understandably, is not playing well with the bat, but he's really been shorthanded with the glove. There's a second out. Omar Vizquel, 2-2. Here's a drive. Vizquel deep. Boy, that was gone. A fastball that he just took and just drilled it out of here. And it is 6-4. Vizquel with a solo homer to center field. And it's a 2-run ball game. Here comes Acuña's 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI and a steal. A 2-1. Drives it to left. That'll end the ball game. So another game where they see a lot of home runs here. 2 for Desert City, 2 for Venezuela. However, Desert City prevails 6-4 and has now tied the series at 2. As we take this series back to Venezuela. For Venezuela, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Desert City, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Gary Gentry. He's 1-0 in the playoffs. Carlos Carrasco, 0-1. Kenny Giles with a hold, his first of the postseason. And save number 2 for Dwayne Ward. And we're going to see a game 5 between these two teams in Caracas. And this will be the second game 5 series as we have Massachusetts and Georgia. Now we'll have Desert City and Venezuela. In what should be an interesting contest, to say the least. So the final score, anyway, is 6-4 for Desert City. They've tied the series at 2, and on his way to Caracas after this game to decide who's going to move on and go to the divisional round. Well, thank you for listening to today's game, a 6-4 win for Desert City. On behalf of yours truly, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please follow us on our YouTube channel, World Baseball Association. And we'll most likely in about a couple of days, we'll get around to completing Massachusetts and Georgia, and then Venezuela and Desert City. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you next time.